आप सुन रहे हैं माय टॉपिक टपरी विद द बॉय ऑन दैट मोबाइल.
Okay. Hi guys, this is Pulkit. वेलकम एंड आज मेरे साथ बहुत ही अमेजिंग पर्सनालिटी हैं जिनका नाम है वरुण खुल्लर. हाय वरुण, हाउ आर यू डूइंग?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm
And
good, I'm
thank you so
good.
much for having me on the show. The pleasure is all mine, and thank you so much for uh,
सेम
planning
हियर,
this and all.
सेम है
Yeah.
ब्रो, सेम हियर. ओके, मैं अपने लिसनर्स को बता दूं, वरुण जो है ही इज अ अमेजिंग गाय. सबसे पहली बात, ही इज अमेजिंग गाय. एंड सेकंड बात, ये एक डीजे हैं. प्रोफेशनली ही इज अ डीजे, दिस जॉकी. जो क्लब से बैठते हैं ना, टिक 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 टिक, यस ही इज द वन. अपने इशारों पे निकालते हैं. हाँ वही. और मैंने इतना भी सुना है कि ही इज द ओनली वन गाय इंडिया में जो व्हीलचेयर पे है. एंड आई डोंट थिंक सो कोई अभी है नहीं. ये हमें वरुण ही बताएंगे. वरुण, कोई है तुम्हारे अलावा?
So I'm the only one for now, but I think so. One another guy he started practicing on the wheelchair, and that's a very good thing because he contacted me as well, and I
ओके,
started my journey. And after that, so it is something that if you open doors for a lot of people, then it's good.
कूल. सो दैट मींस मे बी इन वो भी नेक्स्ट कुछ हफ्तों या कुछ महीनों बाद हम उसका भी नाम सुनेंगे. एंड वरुण, दैट्स वेरी इंस्पायरिंग. दैट्स वेरी इंस्पायरिंग ब्रो. ओके.
Thank you so much.
सो सो वरुण, मैं शुरू करूं आपके साथ. कुछ मेरे सवालात हैं
Yeah,
जो
definitely.
मैं आपसे पूछना
Yeah, yeah,
चाहूंगा.
yeah.
तो वरुण, भाई, सबसे पहला सवाल, 2020 कैसा था?
Well,
लॉकडाउन.
it was a disaster for everyone. The same way it was for everyone. But yeah, the initial months were a problem for the whole PWD community. But we actually fought for it and we came so far. And it's all perspective towards something, brother. Like if you find something good in something, then it's good. And hopefully, 2021 it's going to be good for everyone.
लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट कि इस साल सबके लिए प्रोडक्टिव निकले ये साल जो है. एंड जो गया सो गया, अब इसमें हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, है ना. बी पॉजिटिव, यही
Yeah,
हमारा
yeah,
मोटो है.
yeah, yeah, bro.
So, okay, Varun, I just saw your interview like a week ago about this Humans of Bombay. भाई, क्या था एक्सपीरियंस? हाउ वाज इट? फीलिंग बताओ, अपनी रिएक्शन बताओ, फीलिंग
It
बताओ
was a
जो
good
आप.
experience, brother. It was a good experience. It is something sharing your story with the world. That was the experience, and got a lot of love from that uh, article, and a lot of people got in touch and everything. So it was a very good experience. It is something that you're sharing your experience, your life experience, your journey with the whole world. Yeah.
That's cool. That's very very cool thing, and I don't think so. इससे ज्यादा मतलब और कोई बंदा था जो डिजर्विंग था. एंड आई लव्ड इट. मैंने पढ़ा हुआ आर्टिकल. एंड
Thank you so much, brother.
मैं अपने लिसनर्स को भी बताना चाहूंगा कि अगर आपको पढ़ना है तो यू कैन गो ऑन ह्यूमंस ऑफ बॉम्बे पेज एंड रीड अबाउट हिम. ओके वरुण, मेरा अगला आपसे क्वेश्चन है. यार, शायद मेरे को नहीं पता कि लोगों ने तुमसे पूछा या नहीं पूछा, बट मैं जरूर पूछना चाहूंगा बिकॉज हाउ वाज योर लाइफ व्हेन यू वर एबल एंड हाउ इज लाइफ नाउ? जमीन आसमान का फर्क है. बिकॉज यू वर द पर्सन जो एक एबल था, जिसकी लाइफ में एक एक्सीडेंट हुआ, और एक्सीडेंट के बाद तुमने अब एक व्हीलचेयर लाइफ तुम जी रहे हो. लाइक उस टाइम पे तुम्हारे, अगर तुम उस टाइम पे तुम किसी व्हीलचेयर यूजर को देखते थे, तब तुम्हारे माइंड में क्या आता था, और अब जब तुम वो लाइफ जी रहे हो, तब तुम्हारे माइंड में वो क्या चीज है? मतलब आई एम जस्ट कंपेयरिंग द बोथ द थिंग्स. ये मैं आपसे सुनना चाहूंगा कि व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स अबाउट
Brother, like when if you talk about my journey as a able person and my journey as a able person now also, I never call myself a disabled or differently able person. I always call myself as a able person. So if you talk about my journey, then yeah, for the initial start, very like as a able person, it was like a normal life for like it is for everyone. And still also on the wheelchair also it's a normal life. I think so it is only that you get your things done in a different way. That's the only difference between a able and the other side of the able and nothing else. And if you're talking about, if I used to see, I didn't even knew that such kind of a injury persist in humankind when I met with this accident. So whenever I used to see a person on a wheelchair, I always, I when I was walking and all these things, but I never. It was always that it is something that I think that it is it is something that you should never bring a wall of ableism in anything, what I believe. So as a person sitting on a wheelchair also, it is something which is, after a certain point of time, it is the same feeling which I had as a person before my injury. Just only one thing which is different in both the worlds is that you do things a little bit differently rather than it was before. That's the only thing, and that is the only thing how you can break that wall of ableism also. That I sometimes people ask me that why you don't talk about accessibility and all. So I think so that if you keep talking about it, then it is not going to change. So it's better that all the people should get out of their homes and go to the properties. And if we will go to a property and if we see that it is not accessible and still we make it to that property, then it changes the perspective towards the world and perspective of the other person also. So it is something like that. And it is something which I learned in my journey, that there is nothing like able body or disabled body. We all are to same, and it is not only to this community, it is to everyone. There's nobody different out there, and there's nothing which can be differentiated in any way.
Like, wow, that's really great. And मैं और भी बहुत सारी चीजें पूछना चाहूंगा. Bro, like, you're the wheelchair boy. Like, society ने तुम्हें judge किया होगा when you play on, like, kitty soup, playing like every day तुम बजाते ही हो. Like, वहां पे कैसे like, मुझे पता है वो environment बहुत amazing होता है, पर कभी कभार कुछ ऐसे भी लोग होते हैं जिन्होंने तो शायद तुम्हें जज किया होगा, अरे ये बजा पाएगा, ये क्या कर पाएगा, हो पाएगा इससे, something like that, like question, like जो आते हैं उनके माइंड में. तो like कभी ऐसा कुछ फेस किया है questioning from the people, normal people?
Pulkit, I think that दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा रोग है क्या सोचेंगे लोग. So it is something that if you are going to think about what people think about you, then you are not going to be anywhere. So it is something which I don't believe in. And it is not only after sitting on the wheelchair, it is before my injury also, that I never believed that if somebody is going to think about me, that what he thinks about me, then it is a problem. And if you think in that way कि यार ये सामने वाला बंदा मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहा है, मेरे को जज करेगा, so you are not going to be, it is something that you are not going to be anywhere. So it is more important that you should think about yourself first, and आपको अपने बारे में आपकी क्या थिंकिंग है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है, रादर देन ये सोचना कि दूसरा आपके बारे में क्या सोचते हैं, आपको जज करेगा. तो उससे you have to overcome no matter what. And I think so nobody should think about that what the other person is going to think about you. If he is going to think good, then it's good. If he or she is going to think bad about you or maybe judge you, then it's their call. It's their perspective towards something. I can't change the other person's thinking or perspective towards life, but I can change myself, and I can change myself in such a way that I should not get affected by those thoughts or those judging like maybe anything. If they are judging me or if they are thinking like if they are bringing a thought of themselves on me, so I should not think in that way, and I should think about myself. And you should not even get affected by that after a certain point. I was in the very initial time, it was a phase where I was thinking that what the other person think about me, but once I overcome that, then it was totally beautiful life.
Okay, nice, very nice. And this is very good कि आप इस टाइप का thought अपने mind में नहीं लाते. I know because I'm like, मैं जो हूँ, मैं एक देखा जाए तो I'm not like मैं नहीं सोचता कि क्यों लोग मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेंगे, बट कभी कभार होता है ना कि वो एक थॉट होता है दिमाग में, बार बार लगता है यार क्या क्यों बोल रहा है, ऐसे क्यों बोल रहा है, ऐसा क्यों बोलता है, ऐसे क्यों देखते हैं, वो हमेशा मेरे को लगता है. बिकॉज मैं बचपन से ही हूँ, आई एम बाय बर्थ, मैं जैसा हूँ, मैं बाय बर्थ ही हूँ, मैं बाय बर्थ ही ऐसा हूँ. तो मेरे को एक आदत पड़ चुकी है ना, कि तब से लेकर
टोटली agree with you, and I really think that you are an inspiration to the world. That see, I always believe that sometimes people say this thing that you are overcoming something, but
Mm-hmm.
it is very much difficult for like it would have been suppose 60% difficult for me, so it would have been 100% difficult for you. But the only thing to
Yeah.
overcome this kind of a situation is that we should think about that what we think about ourselves rather than what the other person think about us. So, and
Mm.
even I just told you just in the previous question also that to break that wall of ableism is that just make them show that there's nothing different out there. I know it is
Mm-hmm.
difficult. It is something which it is very easy to say, but in a certain way, it is difficult to conquer such kind of situations. But once you start doing
Absolutely.
it, once you start practicing it, then everything comes to normal. And even the
Mm.
other person perspective also change towards you. A very simple example: suppose if you go and sit, if you want to go to a restaurant which is on the second floor, and if you are sitting over, if you go over there and just bragging about this thing that this place is
Uh-huh.
not accessible, then it's not going to change forever. But if suppose if you ask that person on the simple go that it is my simple right to go to any place, it is my right, it is your right as well. It is
Absolutely.
everybody's right in this country to go to a place or to access every single thing in this country. So if
Mm-hmm.
I just ask that person that bring four people of yours and take me or pull me up to the second floor, I guarantee you the time such kind of situations happened with that property 15 or 20 times with 15 or 20 different people, the
Mm-hmm.
21st time he's going to change everything, that the scenario in such a way. Maybe he's going to make it accessible. And I've seen such kind of situations. So I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it is all about that how you break that wall of ableism and how you think about such situations. So
Mm-hmm.
it is all perspective towards life, and I know it is very difficult. For it is easy to say, but it is a very difficult kind of practice. But yes, if we start doing it, then it is going to bring that change we are looking for.
Absolutely. Because सबसे पहले अपने आप से शुरुआत होती है एंड अगर हम ही नहीं वोकल होंगे तो कोई सुनेगा कैसे?
Pulkit, I give you a very simple example, like a very simple thought that if I am going to start thinking this thing that यार ये मेरे बारे में ऐसा सोचा तो कहीं मैं ऐसा तो नहीं हूँ, तो मैं ही अपने आप को डिग्रेड कर रहा हूँ ना कहीं ना कहीं.
एक्चुअली हम
So
अपने आप को ही वो कर रहे हैं, हम अपने आप को ही
हाँ ये
जज
फील कर
करते
रहे
हैं
हैं
सबसे
so
पहले, वो सबसे गलत बात
so
है.
that is something that we should not do, and I
नॉट
know it is difficult. I'm not saying that it's a easy practice to do, but in some or the other way we have to stop
वी हैव.
doing it, and it's good for us. Yeah.
चलो, ये भी एक बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट वरुण ने उठाया है. वरुण, यार मैं बहुत टाइम से मैं पूछना चाह रहा था, यार अगर तुम डीजे ना होते तो क्या होते? लाइक कोई ऐसा
See, as
अपार्ट
a
फ्रॉम
DJ,
डीजेइंग,
uh,
अपार्ट फ्रॉम डीजेइंग, अपार्ट फ्रॉम
the
डीजेइंग.
only apart from DJing, the only love of mine as a academics or in any kind of creative field was economics. That's all. So I actually, before my injury, I worked with an organization as a marketing strategist for almost 2 years,
वाओ.
and I'm a graduate from Delhi University as a in international in foreign trade and international practices. So that was the only thing I always looked for. But music was always a part of my life since my childhood. So uh, I would not have been anything else rather than a DJ.
नाइस. बिकॉज मुझे कभी ऐसा लगा नहीं था कि ये सच मतलब वरुण इतना लाइक एजुकेटिव बंदा एंड ओह दिस इज फर्स्ट टाइम मेरे को पहली बार पता लगा तुम इकोनॉमिक्स स्टूडेंट हो. वाओ नाइस.
Yeah.
मतलब मतलब मेरे को लग नहीं रहा डीजे.
But I'm not a scholar or something like that. But I'm also an average student. But yes, that was the only field which I was very keen to learn. So that was बाकी सब में तो यार क्या ही marks. मतलब it was the only field where I used
Good,
to have interest in.
good, very good. I loved it. Very nice. Okay, okay. Varun, how social media changed your life? आई थिंक ये रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चन सभी ने पूछा होगा, बट आई थिंक मैं तुमसे सुनना चाहूंगा बिकॉज
See,
सोशल मीडिया द
social
ओनली
media
थिंग.
plays a very important, yeah, social
या
media plays a very important role in our lives these days because it is very accessible to get to anyone, first of all. And it is something that every world is at a very single place. So it has changed a lot of perspective towards humankind, and it has affected me also in a lot of ways, because you can get connected to anyone in any spectrum of time. So it's a very good thing, but we should not get too much into it also, but not too away from it also. So that's my
Hmm.
perspective towards it. So I not get too much into it, but I never get away from it as well. So
ना ज्यादा ना
that's the
कम.
only thing. But it plays a very special. It's a very good thing, because it is something that you can now. It's everything is accessible to everyone. So it is a very good thing. Yeah.
Hmm. ना ज्यादा ना कम. So basically ना ज्यादा ना कम.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Like अगर तुमको अगर एक मौका दिया जाए, and I know I got I was reading about like in social media also that Priyanka Chopra is writing a book, and she wrote it, and she also like अभी कुछ एक या दो दिन पहले she launched it. Okay, but तुमसे पूछता हूँ, what if you are an author, अगर तुम author हो और तुम आगे शायद बनोगे भी, अगर तुम चाहते हो भाई, तुम अपनी बुक का क्या नाम दोगे? एंड ऐसा कुछ प्लान है, मतलब अगर
I will
किसी को
give it a name of another break in the wall. It just came spontaneously, but yes, I will name it.
well, that's nice, another break in the wall. Hmm. Any like any message you want to give to your fans or whosoever you listening? Any thought, any piece of advice or something you want to give to your fans or something?
I just want to say that just be yourself, and just don't take too much serious. Just don't take too much serious towards life, because it's just about to live your life every single day, and just enjoy it and just be yourself. That's the only way to live it fully. Rather than if we start getting too serious about things, then it is something that we get tangled in, and we get too much tangled into thoughts and emotions and all these things. But it's more important that we should just be ourselves. That's the only thing which I want to say to everyone.
Hmm, that's nice. That's very nice. Like, अब तुम्हारे अब क्या plans हैं? अब like what are your plans for your future and 2021 तुम्हारे लिए अब तुमने
I'm
कुछ सोचा होगा? Much of thought.
Yeah, I'm planning to release my music, so that is the only goal of mine right now. I'm just rigorously working on
Hmm.
that to get into too much into production and all these things. So that is the only goal of
Mm-hmm.
mine for 2021, and hopefully it will be done by the end of this year.
Okay, end of this year, that means हम एक नई एल्बम बाय वरुण खुल्लर जरूर सुनने वाले हैं इस साल के एंड
Yeah,
तक.
most probably.
तो वरुण,
Yeah, maybe. Sure.
you're going to like add on the DJ beats in it or normal like uh, song with मतलब कैसा, मतलब कुछ idea,
No, I'm just
कुछ
making
तो
music
बताओ.
right now. I love deep house, so I'm going into that genre of music. So I'm just making music right now, and
Okay.
that's the only thing which I'm thinking about right now, and just making music. So it takes a lot of
Ah.
dedication towards it, and it takes a lot of to make music. Though it doesn't come overnight. It takes a whole period of time to get, because I think so. Music is something that you get related to, and people can relate to you through music. So I'm just working on it. That's all, and hopefully, like I
Hmm.
will start releasing my music soon.
Hmm. Good. Good. Very good. And this is like, I think, and I wish you all the best, bro. तुम्हारे म्यूजिक के
Thank you
लिए,
so much, brother. Thank
तुम्हारी
you.
जो
Thank you.
तो, तुम्हारी जो जितनी भी तुमने जो स्ट्रगल करी, आई थिंक दिस इज द टाइम. ये वो समय है जब मैं चाहूंगा तुम और आगे जाओ, and you'll progress more, and you'll get more people attention in future, and ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग तुम्हें सुने, तुम्हारा किटी सुबह तुम स्पेशली रात को सुनने के लिए आए और डांस
Thank you
करें.
so much,
आई
brother.
विश
Thank
ऑल
you so much, brother.
ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू, ताकि
Thank you.
नेक्स्ट अगर जब मैं तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू लूं नेक्स्ट टाइम, तो मेरे को और मस्त बातें तुम बताओ.
Thank you so much, brother. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much for having me on the show, and more power to you as well for doing it. Thank you so much.
सेम यार, मेरे को तुमसे बात करके हमेशा बहुत अच्छा लगता है. इस बार मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा,
Same.
और मुझे
Same.
बहुत सारी पर्सपेक्टिव मेरे माइंड के खुले कि कैसे लाइफ को देखना है और कैसे आगे बढ़ना है. एंड थैंक यू सो मच. एंड वरुण,
Thank you so
it
much,
was
brother. Same here.
nice to
Same
have
here.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
अगर आपको मेरी ये टॉपिक लिस्ट टॉपली पसंद आई हो तो काइंडली आप प्लीज़ इस लिंक को अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर कीजिए. और अगर आपको मेरे को फॉलो करना है तो प्लीज़ मुझे फॉलो कीजिए मेरे इंस्टाग्राम पेज पे द बॉय ऑन बैटमोबाइल. आप मुझे DM भी कर सकते हैं. प्लीज़ कीप सपोर्टिंग. थैंक यू सो मच.